Aubrey Plaza, known for her distinctive comedic style and deadpan delivery, has recently been thrust into a tragic and incredibly difficult period in her life. The actress, who has captivated audiences with her roles in popular TV shows such as Parks and Recreation and her diverse film appearances, is now facing the heartbreaking loss of her husband, filmmaker Jeff Baena. The news of his sudden passing has sent shockwaves through the entertainment world, leaving many in disbelief and deep sorrow. Jeff Baena, known for his work as a director and writer on films like The Little Hours and Joshi, was reportedly found dead at their Los Angeles home on January 3, just days before Aubrey Plaza was scheduled to appear at the prestigious 2025 Golden Globe Awards on January 5. The sudden and unexpected loss of her beloved partner has left Aubrey in an incredibly emotional and uncertain state, as she navigates through this tragic chapter of her life. Aubrey and Jeff had been together for nearly 14 years, a relationship that seemed built on love, mutual respect, and a deep connection. Their bond was something that had endured for over a decade, and despite the public attention that often surrounded their lives, they managed to maintain a relatively private relationship. Their love story seemed like one that would last forever, and the sudden loss of Jeff has undoubtedly shaken Aubrey to her core. For those who have followed Aubrey Plaza's career, the news of her personal loss is especially poignant. Aubrey, who has often been regarded as a quirky and unique personality in the entertainment industry, found much of her success in her ability to blend humor with heartfelt emotion. Whether portraying the deadpan April Ludgate in Parks and Recreation or taking on more dramatic roles in films such as Ingrid Goes West, Aubrey's performances have always been a reflection of her deeply layered persona. Her personal life, much like her professional one, has been a subject of interest to fans and the media alike, but the grief she's now facing has brought her private life into a heartbreaking light. The news of Jeff Baena's passing was confirmed by a representative for the couple, who shared with the media that the family is heartbroken by the loss. While Aubrey herself has not yet made a public statement regarding her husband's death, the representatives have expressed that the family is grieving during this incredibly difficult time. As of now, it remains uncertain whether Aubrey will be able to attend the Golden Globe Awards ceremony, which is scheduled to take place at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Los Angeles. In the aftermath of Jeff's death, Aubrey has been left to process the loss of not just a partner, but someone who had been a constant presence in her life for many years. The couple's relationship, which began in a somewhat unconventional manner, had evolved into something much deeper. Aubrey had previously shared with the public that Jeff had proposed to her in a rather unconventional way, as it initially started as a joke, but over time it turned into something very real. The two eventually married in 2021, and they had been enjoying their life together, continuing to work in the entertainment industry and share their lives with each other. For Aubrey, the sudden death of Jeff has brought everything into perspective. The unexpectedness of his passing has left her struggling to find answers, as she is thrust into a reality that none of us could ever truly prepare for. The pain of losing a loved one, especially someone who had been such an integral part of her world for so long, is a sorrow that cannot easily be expressed in words. This tragedy has no doubt left a void in her heart and soul, as she tries to come to terms with the loss of her husband. As the world watches with sympathy and concern, it is important to remember the human element behind the headlines. Aubrey Plaza is not just an actress, but a person who is grieving the loss of someone she loved deeply. The public has been quick to offer their condolences and support, but it is ultimately her personal journey through this grief that will take precedence. Aubrey has always been a private person when it comes to her personal life, and it is likely that she will continue to keep her emotions and thoughts guarded during this difficult time. However, the outpouring of support from her fans and peers shows that she is not alone in her grief. The impact of Jeff Baena's death is not only felt by Aubrey but also by those who knew him personally and professionally. As a filmmaker, Jeff had a unique voice and a distinctive style that set him apart in the industry. His contributions to the world of film were appreciated by many, and his collaborations with Aubrey were some of the highlights of both of their careers. His untimely passing has left a significant void in the entertainment world, and many have expressed their sadness over the loss of such a talented and kind individual. In the midst of her mourning, Aubrey Plaza is also left with the question of what the future holds. The Golden Globe Awards, which were supposed to be a celebration of the entertainment industry, now feel like a distant and secondary concern in the wake of such a personal loss. It is unclear if Aubrey will be able to attend the ceremony, as the decision will ultimately depend on her emotional state and what she feels is best for her at this time. The Golden Globes will go on as planned, but the absence of Aubrey, who was expected to be one of the evening stars, will undoubtedly be felt by all those who were looking forward to seeing her at the event. Aubrey Plaza's career has been filled with moments of triumph and recognition, but this chapter in her life is one that no one could have foreseen. The devastating loss of Jeff Baena has forced Aubrey to confront the harsh realities of life and death, and she now finds herself in a position where everything she had known to be true has been upended. The support of her fans, friends, and loved ones will be crucial in the days and weeks to come, as she navigates this incredibly difficult period in her life. As the world continues to process the shocking news of Jeff Baena's death, the thoughts and prayers of many will remain with Aubrey Plaza during this painful time. The love and bond that she shared with Jeff is something that cannot be erased by time or tragedy, and it is clear that she will continue to hold on to the memories of their time together as she moves forward in her life. In the coming weeks, it is likely that Aubrey will continue to mourn her loss privately, and we may not hear much more from her on the subject. The pain of losing someone so close is something that takes time to heal, and there is no timeline for how long that process will take. For now, we can only offer our support and condolences to Aubrey as she faces the most challenging time in her life. Aubrey Plaza's story is one that is still unfolding, and while we may never fully understand the depths of her grief, we can stand with her in her journey through this tragedy. The love and strength that she has always exuded on screen will no doubt help her through the darkest of times, but it is the love of those around her that will carry her through this loss.